Hey everyone, and welcome to your weekly pick a card. So this is where I have three piles, three groups for you to choose from if you're new here and you don't know how these work. So we have group 1, 2, and 3. I'm always trying so hard to keep them kind of all aligned, but they are glossy cards, so you might see a little bit of shine and stuff off them, but that's okay. If you're new, hi, I'm Amanda. I do pick a cards here. I do walkthroughs and reviews of tarot and oracle decks, and I love talking about spirituality and everything witchy, mystical and wonderful like that. So if that's your thing and you want to be part of the family, I'd love to have you part of this amazing community we have here on YouTube. It's small but mighty and I absolutely love it. I love this space, I really truly do. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Do hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload, and if you haven't subscribed already, why not? Please do. We'd love to have you. We're a cool bunch here. So I'm going to give you a few minutes, a few seconds really, and you can pause and take whatever time you want. So group 1 has a rabbit, group 2, this is up for debate. It's either an elephant or a koala. Now neither look alike, but we cannot, I think we're going to call it an elephant koala, so if that is taking your fancy. And we have a gorgeous cat as well. So I will put the timestamps below so you can skip to the group that you choose, and I will see you in the group that you picked. Hi group 1. So we have your cards here. The reason I have them spread out like this is so that it fits in frame. But as most of you know or may not know, sorry, I read these very intuitively. So again, I always say to people, take what resonates, leave the rest. Nothing is set in stone. And of course, you are the creator of your own life. So let's read what cards we have and what messages I'm picking up for you for the week ahead. So we have conflict and defeat, solitude, starseed, dance, let your body move. And we have hunger. Okay. You have a very interesting energy this week, group 1, because I feel as in with this hunger and this conflict and defeat, there's a lot. There is an intense energy around you at the moment. Actually, I'm feeling really drawn that this is between, because this could be a hunger for solitude, for retreating in and doing things that you like, right? So what I'm feeling for you, group 1, for the start of the week is conflict and defeat. So for a lot of you, I feel like depleted, down on your luck, feeling hard done by, really going through the ringer, going against the grain is the sense I'm getting, as in everything feels like it's in opposition right now, right? You feel like you're really climbing that mountain and you keep getting knocked further back every time. But yes, yet I get this sense of really persevering anyway, persevering and just pushing through it. Because, you know, we have this candle here, and for me, candles always represent hope, light at the end of the tunnel. Like, not all is lost. So no matter what we go through, or, you know, the hardships and the conflict and the difficult things that we face within our life, we will always find that hope and that light at the end. It's not letting other people blow out the candle that you have lit for yourself, right? So for a lot of you, I'm getting the sense of really needing to rest and recoup. I'm feeling that sense of that hunger for solitude here, right? To go within, spend time with yourself. Not so much like self-isolating, but as in needing a break from this right now, really needing to walk away from this, just putting it to the side, going absolutely not today, not this week, maybe even not this month or year. That's okay, because sometimes we need to go within ourselves. Like, I'm getting that sense of the hermit mode, because with the starseed, like what lights you up, I'm getting a sense of really looking towards the future and realizing that there's more to life. And that's the sense I'm getting for you, group 2, is that you're getting that sense of there is more to life than you have been seeing, than you have been meeting your own needs. As in, I really feel you're the type of person that's been putting yourself last, right? And that is where I feel there's been conflict and stuff, because maybe now you're setting boundaries, right? Or maybe you're learning about setting boundaries and saying no to things that you don't really want to be caught up in or involved in. Then now there's the sense of a pushback from other people, right? So this is really what I'm getting a sense here is the hunger and that sense of being that lone wolf, as in pulling back from your pack at the moment, right? And that doesn't mean you're going to be alone forever. You just need to crave, not need to crave, as in you're craving that need to just be on your own. Maybe that's about taking a holiday on your own, or just taking a trip or a weekend break by yourself so that you can rest and recoup. Because I'm getting this, with this card here, dance, let your body move, is that it's about listening to your own body. Like owls really symbolize for me wisdom, knowledge, and sometimes solitude as well. And that's really about sometimes having to make your own way. And that can be difficult because sometimes we don't know how to be alone, okay? If you're so used to being surrounded by people all the time, being on by yourself and being alone is different to being lonely, right? You have to learn to enjoy your own company. I always feel that's such an important thing, because you get to see what does light you up and what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, what makes you content in life. Because if we're too focused on past and present stuff, we aren't present. And that's the thing. It's like when you're too focused on other things, you're just not in the moment. And that's where I feel that, that solitude is coming in, because we get to have that time to focus, right? We get that time to be quiet and within ourselves. So I'm really feeling for you, group 2. It's now time to leave that conflict. I know you're feeling defeated, down, hard on your luck, but being alone is so different to being lonely, okay? Just remember that just because you're alone or on your own doesn't mean you're lonely. There's a difference between the two, okay? You can be surrounded by a group of people and still feel lonely, and that is far worse, right? So do get out, spend some time journaling, spend some time meditating. I'm like a broken record on this. Put your feet in the ground if the earth is not your thing. Sand, water, whatever it is that brings you back down here in the present moment. I feel that is so important for you, group 1. So if that resonates, please let me know in the comments below. Have a wonderful week, group 1, and I will see you all next week. Bye, guys. Hello, group 2. So we have your cards all laid out. The only reason I have them laid out this way is because I need them to fit in frame, but I'll be shifting and moving them around. So if you pick the koala elephant, these are your cards. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think this is. It's cute either way. I love it. My brother gifted me these and I absolutely love them. They're gorgeous. So let's read out the cards that we have for you. And as I always say, I always read these very intuitively. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You are the creator of your own life, okay? You get to make the decision. So we have Shadow, Passion Ignited. Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, Seeding the Light, Laying Foundations, Divine Plan. We have Courage, Courage in the Face of Conflict, and Focus. All right, so group 2, the first thing I'm feeling here for you is a real sharp sense of following your gut, right? Like as in following that tug towards something that is calling your focus, okay? And that is drawing you back in. Something I feel for some of you, you've been doing before, or something new. Again, these are collective messages, so it's going to vary, and some bits are going to resonate and some won't. But I'm really getting the sense of a light shining on a specific thing that you've been looking at, that you've been wanting to do. You've been getting signs, okay? So with this Passion Ignited and Shadow, I feel a sense of, right, shadow for me is always like about facing aspects of ourselves that we have suppressed, right? It's things that we feel aren't appealing or aesthetically pleasing, even things that we might have been told are kind of ridiculous of ourselves, or you might have been picked on about certain things. we are all made up of shadow and light, right? It's a balance of stuff. You can't have good without bad. You can't have dark without light. You know, you can't have hot without cold. Do you know what I mean? So there is a balance. There's polarities. It's important. We need that because that's the cycle of life, right? And this is really the sense of balancing your shadow aspect, right? You may be feeling, some of you may be going through a spiritual awakening. And they can be quite tense. And what happens sometimes with spiritual awakening, and I know what my own experience is, that things come bursting to the surface. Certain things you may have done that you weren't proud of and you suppressed are coming to the surface. Maybe past things you've experienced, or maybe things you have said, that they're bursting to the surface, and there's this whole cringe factor that you're like, oh my god, was I really like that? You are not your past self. So this is all about facing that. That's all about healing and accepting that you have a shadow past, right? Passion ignited. I love that because I really feel the focus and the passion ignited are like hand in hand, because when we do something we're passionate about, we're lit up, right? We're excited, we're enthusiastic, we're joyous, we feel all these happy high emotions. And so when we're on that higher vibration of life, or you know, energy, we tend to manifest. Life is good, but again, back to the shadow, it's a circle of life. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, but the wheel keeps turning. All right, so this is, I love that with the seeding the light, passion ignited. So, and laying foundations, this is about starting something that is a passion of yours, that really lights that like heart center. You're following your own gut. You're really doing something that feels right. It sits right with you. And that's what that's about. It's doing something that sits right with you, not letting outside influences, you know, dictate or not even maneuver, but as in veer you off the course that you really feel you need to be on. Okay, it's really about following your life purpose, and everybody's is going to be different. And that's where I feel the courage is, courage in the face of conflict, because there might be people that don't support this. Not everybody is going to support us, and sometimes it's the ones that we expect that are going to support us aren't the ones that are. So this is about going, okay, I respect that you don't support me, even though you know it's hard to, but this is my decision, so I ask of you to respect the same, right? And this is about, you know, with the focus here, it's about getting crystal clear. Okay, sometimes when we get passionate about something, we start a bit of this and a bit of that, and then we get too caught up in trying all these different bits that we don't finish. I find that, like, I'm brutal at that sometimes I get so excited about starting so many different projects that the project that I originally wanted to get done doesn't get finished. So this is about being crystal clear and staying focused. You know, with the bubble here, maybe stay in that little bubble for a while, just focus on that one thing. Don't get caught up on the surrounding distractions in one way, and see where that takes you this week, group 2. All right, this is about standing in your own power, standing up for what it is you want, facing the aspects of yourself that you're not proud, and integrating them in with yourself and going, I love all of me, even the parts that I find a bit ick. So I hope that resonates with you, group 2. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week for your daily or your weekly pick a card. Bye guys. Hi group 3, and welcome to your group. So you picked the cute cat. I love this. This is so sweet. So as I've said in the last 2 groups, this is the way I've laid them out, solely for the reason being is it fits in frame. But I'll be swapping and changing and moving them around. So let's read out the cards that you have, and I'm going to, as I always say at the start, and I said it in the last 2, is I read these very intuitive. Some will resonate, some won't. These are collective messages at the end of the day. So we have recognition and reward, harmony, the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. I don't know why this looks so washed out, because this is beautiful rainbow colors in this card. We have abundance, so count your blessings, and will. And for you, group 3, I feel, oh, this is so beautiful. I feel there's been a lot of hard work, right? There's been a lot of seed sown. There's been a lot of really diving into work or projects or things that you've been trying to bring to fruition. And this week I feel it's really beginning to sprout and take off because we've the recognition and reward, sorry. I really do feel the sense that it's been tough going. It's been very hard. It's been very difficult. Sometimes tending to the things that we are trying to bring to fruition can be a challenge. And you are going to get recognized for that. Maybe you are, working your way up in work. Maybe you are trying to build your own business, or you're in college and you're studying, or in school. Well, college, really, this isn't for under 18s, but you're going to get recognized. There is a recognition here. There is we see the work you've been putting in. Thank you so much. And this could be a financial reward. It could also be something materialistic. You could be rewarded like a voucher is money as well, but financial. But it could also be, maybe more time if you wanted to do overtime, so that some people see that as a reward because you can make more money. That might not be the case. Maybe you're rewarded some time off. Everybody's going to be different. It doesn't have to be around the job aspect, but I do feel the sense of there is you're going to be recognized. It's finally going to be seen. You're finally going to be seen because you've been training for this for lifetime. So for a lot of you, I feel this is something you've been doing for a long time. And there's an alignment here. I really feel there's an alignment here, and it kind of clicked with you. You finally got what it is that you wanted, and you got more focused. And this is where the recognition and the reward, because you were more in tune with the universe. Because I love this harmony. So this can be harmony within the workplace, right? This can be harmony within your own relationships, romantic, family, friends, acquaintances, co-workers, boss. There is this like evenness for the rest of the week. That's the sense I'm getting. It's like everything feels at peace, right? Because we have abundance, and I love that for you, group 3, is that the recognition and the rewards, it's like it just keeps flowing in. But I feel that you have that sheer willpower. That's the sense I'm getting. It's that you really willed it into your life. You really were like, no, this is what I want, this is what I'm going after, and this is what I'm getting. I don't deserve any less, and I deserve so much more. And I'm really getting the sense for you, group 3, it's finally working out for you. And to not forget to be grateful for all the things that you've gone through, though, all the same. I really feel the sense of, don't forget to practice your gratitude, right? There is definitely a blooming here, but don't forget all the blessings that surround you. Don't forget how far you've come. Don't forget that you have been so resilient, that your willpower, your sheer determination, and even a hint of stubbornness has gotten you through this. But there is a focus as well. I want to say that it's just, this is kind of what's been coming true as well, is don't forget your relationships as well, especially if you're caught up in the job aspect of stuff. Don't forget to spend time with those that are important as well. I'm getting that sense of, there's a huge support system there, but don't forget them. Don't get caught up in the success and the recognition as well. I'm getting the sense of like, remember to stay humble. It's okay to be super proud and even boastful to an extent, but don't forget to stay humble and to remember where you were. And also I'm getting the sense of, is if anybody has any questions for you, don't be afraid to answer them. Okay, you don't have to keep everything a secret. You can pick and choose what you share. That's what I'm getting. You can pick and choose what you share, but don't be afraid to share the success with others, because there's community is such a powerful thing. It's such a big thing, and the more the merrier is the sense I'm getting. So group 3, I hope that resonates with you. Let me know in the comments below, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week for your weekly pick a card again. Bye guys.